turn this off. Okay, trying out a new camera. It's an old camera that I forgot I brought along with me on my journeys, and hopefully the audio is better. So we shall see. I am still looking to see if I need to buy equipment right now. I'm traveling, so I can't really go buy some stuff and I carry it all through customs and things. But hey, came here on a holiday, so it's this holiday spirits of streaming, trying that out, getting into new habits, sharing knowledge, hopefully. Yeah, also new camera positions and stuff. So we'll see what happens. So what are we going to do today? Let's show some screens and then there we go. Look at that. And my face fills the block. I'm probably going to be looking down half the time, but hey, that's what we do. Okay, hopefully the audio is better. I'm actually going to just quickly test on my phone to make sure that things are going as amazing as I hope. I'm just going to quickly pause this audio for a second. Okay, I think that was sounding decent. I don't know. I'll have to check afterwards. Once YouTube has processed it, and compare and see. Are we moving forward? Is it a slightly better one? Do I need new tools? But anyway, let's have a quick look while baby's having a sleep. Hopefully, mommy's having a sleep too. We can have a quick look and see. Just do one little thing extra in the game. Whatever. Let's do that. So yesterday we asked AI for ideas. I was not impressed with the ideas. It gave complicated ideas, and I specifically said less than an hour. But AI is what it is. I'm still trying to create like avatar and images for my channel, but AI is not being helpful. Everyone's got ads in their apps, and it's giving me the wrong images. But I thought, hey, I was going to start off with just creating a few issues about things I want to do, just sort of take 5 minutes and just slap some items out there. We can flesh it out later. So the first one I do, I mentioned the other one was like in-app purchases, just because I know many people have apps and that's the way you generate income, but I don't actually know how to implement it. Well, sort of read the docs, if you will, and that's about it. So I'm just going to do that. Slap in-app purchases. Because it's an endless runner, you're going to hit a stone. Let's just do generate or create sprites. Obviously, right now we've got dots moving about. What else do we need to do? We're going to do let's just do menu, home screen. We maybe want to do scoreboards, top score tracking. This is probably going to be, we can do like, some sort of global scoreboard. No, let's just make something that's going to be like global score. We can have a local best, right? What else do we want to do in our application? Yeah, let's just go with that, right? I'm gonna hopefully maybe also off stream when I come up with ideas of things that we want to do. I will go ahead and just create some items in here, and hopefully, we can pick one later streams to do it. So actually, let me start Visual Studio. I have no idea how well it's going to perform because I am doing a whole bunch of stuff. I usually was using the other laptop for everything and just presenting on the laptop, but now I'm doing everything on the laptop because the other laptop is a MacBook. I don't want to say bad things about the MacBook, but my Windows has better software. At least in my limited audio-visual knowledge. So we're loading that. So we can also have a quick look at what we did yesterday, and close everything, and we can pick off virtual tabs. All right. So we start from beginning. We just did a file new Maui app because that's what we're using because we want to do Android, iOS, Windows, Mac. And I've gone ahead and created, I can run it, the simplest UI in the universe. I've got a grid with two labels. It's going to be a score and your time, as well as sort of a game canvas, and we're going to be rendering yourself running and stuff like that. So um, that is the plan. Let me just put the brightness down so that reduce the reflection on my glasses because that's one of the things. And then of course, if you look at the code behind, this is not doing any game logic. It's more just starting a timer. Obviously, we can make with multiple pages and stuff later. But right now, this main page is not having any view models, any advanced bindings. It's just starting a timer and it's going to basically update the game, right? We've gone ahead and we've created a game object. Um, and this game object is nice and small. As you can see it running on the side. This game object is basically very simple. Let me minimize these ones. So we go ahead, we create some temporary things, and in the update loop or in the update method, we're basically just repositioning the sprites. In our case, the sprites is black dots, which we're going to do later on, make real things. And of course, drawing, we're just drawing lines for temporary measures. Let's have a look at those lines. Like we can see over here, just I've created a padding zone and lines so that I can do basically debug lines. And I'm just drawing the sprites and the players. This is where the real game is. So that's that. And of course, our sprites are effectively just objects to hold data. For example, the player, just a circle. So in this version of the runner or the stream, we're going to basically maybe let's get these dots to spawn, in a fashion that is an endless runner fashion. So right now we have just two sprites that are going as we run along. Look, I'm yawning, I'm a little bit tired, but let's just see what we can do before I pass out. And as the frame ticks over, we basically move the sprites, and then of course we draw the sprites. So I have a little hack, if you will, when I reach the end of it, just so that I don't have to do any logic. Yesterday, it's just going to wrap around effectively. So what we want to do is actually not, well, actually we do want to do that. So we need to come up with an idea of how the endless run is going to work. So you, assuming you're going to be running along, you can have some rules. So let's make a new method called should I spawn public. Oh, let's just do private void spawn new obstacle. Spawn new obstacle, right? So this is just a method that's going to run on every frame update. Right now, the frame update is not the greatest, right? We just it's tied directly to the frame update. We're moving it down, but that's okay for now. At the beginning of every frame, we're gonna spawn obstacles. So this is going to be, for example, when we run obstacles, and let's do that. Let's just uh, let's have some sort of delta time. We're gonna maybe do let's do it in the game. Yeah, okay. We do private. Uh, what should we do? Just do long underscore last update, and this is going to be empty. So the very first update, update is equal to 0, then we do last update is equal to environment dot tick count. Let's just do that. And then the current update, right? So then of course we do our delta time. We do current update takeaway underscore last update, and then of course we do last update is equal to current update. So we just want to get a delta time. The reason we want that is because we want to make sure that we don't spawn obstacles too fast. So what I'm going to do is just have an obstacle spawn every second. You basically, at this point, the game's going to be running at a constant speed, and every second you want to spawn a new uh, there we go. Save that. Ran. All right. So maybe for run speed, my current run speed is 20. Let's take a quick breakpoint in here. Just see what our numbers are. I forgot. It's going to be delta time. 31 milliseconds since the last frame. So if I was to stick a breakpoint there and hit run again, billions of seconds. Okay, so delta time should be in seconds. So what I'm going to do is, let's just do that, divide it into 1,000. There we go. There we go. So uh, so let's see what I continue to write. All right, there we go. That's better. So our current is 2. This is px step, right? We're moving 20 pixels per second, I believe. If I was to make that, let's check run speed. So if I make run speed, what is the height of the dot? The dot was 20, I'm pretty sure. Obstacle. Oh, I think that's radius 15, so that's 30. So the height of the dot is 30. So if I was to come in here and just make this 30, so every second it should be moving a whole tick tock tick. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, right? Because if I take a breakpoint here, it's going to be 0 point, right? So we've got a delta up. Whoa, current update. Oh wait, delta time. 0.5. Let's put a breakpoint here, just to make sure that that was a very long one. That was like 7 seconds. What is 16 seconds? Is this milliseconds? Let me quickly check to see. It's not like some sort of 10,000ths of a second or something. Pretty sure I saw milliseconds. Milliseconds as the system started. Okay. Well, so 1,000 milliseconds, and then of course it's been 16 seconds. Okay, so now that should just jump. Oh, okay. So let's speed that up. Let's make this 50 pixels per second, and just rerun this. So it's basically going to speed up, but now it should be constant. So if I happen to have a very slow frame per second, it will be a constant speed. Okay, things are probably running slightly slower due to the fact that I am doing audio and AI processing. So they say, who knows exactly what AI is happening. So here we go. Oh, it doesn't look much faster. Okay, let's just go with that, right? In fact, let's not do that. Make that 100. Or we should make that some sort of double the speed. Is that double the speed? Yeah, 500. It should be 5 times faster than we just saw. 500, no, 500 pixels per second. Probably got some maths wrong. Okay, there's no ways that's. I mean, that's fine. Whatever that is, I think that's pixels per second. Um, right, run speed times delta times. So every 1 second. Yeah, let's just go with that. Yeah, we have to fix that. So there we go. We got a update happening, but now we actually want to do. Probably going to explode the system. We actually don't want to remove. What we do want to do. Let's make this a. Well, let's just use a list of sprites for now. So I've gone ahead and added 2. Now in this logic, I move it off the edge. But what we actually want to do, if you've gone off the edge of the screen, then we basically want to do sprites. Okay, this is going to be can't use for each because we'll be editing that. We're going to convert that to 4, I think. Oh, we have to work backwards. We're working backwards because we're going to remove it. There's going to shift the items up. So can I flip invert? No. Invert 4. Reverse 4 step. Look at that. There we go. Look at the technology we have today. So we're reversing it, and then of course twice we're going to remove at I. So sprite remove the edge, so remove it. There we go. So there we go. Gone. So I can go ahead in the spawn here and just do let's make a new variable up on top here, and we're going to do private double last last right add right. Another time. So we're going to keep telling, and then we do if last sprite add is greater than greater than a second. And what we want to do is last sprite add is equal to 0. And of course we want to do, oh, I should actually invert that. So return, right? So if we haven't reached a second, so if we are still in the last second, bail out, it has been 1 second since we added something. So add another, and then of course I'm just gonna just quickly sprites dot add insert. let's do random dot shape dot next and 0, 1, 2. Right. There we go. Look at that. Are we going to get anything in the middle? There we go. All right. So there we are, popping there. For every second we get a new one. Now, great. Here's a. I mean, no. Let's just get to the thing. Like, obviously, this logic is very rudimentary. Every second we add an item. So let's every half second. If it is smaller than or equal to 0.5. Okay, here we go. This is like a new constant. Um, private cons double underscore new new sprite time. And we can do this in 0. This is 0.333, 3 times a second. Oh, heck, you got it quick. This again probably has to do based on level. Like if you've got a level, this would be a sprite, a level multiplier or something. Or we would have a level multiplier. So, you know, start off slow, start higher speed. Let's quickly do that. And in X seconds, in the last add time. Okay, save that. Probably gonna. There we go. Look at that. High speed. Okay. So we're obviously gonna have to be that. Let's just do that, right? This is not um, the greatest game just yet, but it's still got a little something. So let's what should we do next before we trying to avoid the let's spend all the time working on getting the spawning perfect. Otherwise we're going to do that in the end of 6 months of work we're going to have nothing except the perfect spawning system. Okay, let's work. You know what I thought yesterday, let's add a in the middle, add a lives. Not lives, yeah, lives. So when you hit something, you've got 3 lives or something, and that's going to be like in-app purchases later on. You buy a life for $0 and 0 cents. So let's go back to our main page. We're actually going to now have row definition start. We can do hot reload so that we don't have to do any hard work. Why think when you get it free? And of course, it's always good to have a game that has 3 things on the top. Now, left and right seems a bit weak, but now we're going to have 3. All right, let's put it like that. There we go. We've got a title. So first off, we want to add another auto. Canvas is going to explode because in the system canvas 2. Oops, there we go. And of course, let's go ahead and do the label. I was going to do fancy things, but I'm going to do score over here. Then, oops. Then we're going to do x is equal to this will be lives. Obviously, um, 1, 2. Column is going to have 3 columns, and the column span is going to be 3 lives, and this will be time. Of course, I'm just going to quickly copy this and add grid.row is equal to 1, and this is going to be blank score. This is score column, lives column, and this is going to be 3, and of course one last copy paste here, time, and this will be, you know, we can get fancy later. And let's just center everything, because shall we center it? Let's have a look. Let's um, I'm pretty sure there's styles that we can do here, but let's just get the basics going. I think that starts to look a bit hectically cool, that is. Um, let's make the row spacing 6, 3, go, and then we're going to add a quick margin over here. Margin is left, top is going to be 9, 0, and 0 for bottom. There we go. Look at that amazing game we just did. Okay. Let's do some styles. So on page dot resources, we're gonna have a our dictionary, and of course in this one we're gonna create a style, and we're gonna call this I think we use key over here, and this is gonna be what do we call it? This is a dashboard, right? Dashboard header, and this is gonna be this needs to apply to target type, and this is going to be label, and this is going to be setter. Are we going to do font? No, we're going to do property, horizontal text alignment, and the value is going to be center. There we go. Why is this wiggly? Let's quickly copy that. Oops, no, these are headers. I want to have double one. Almost double did that. Okay. And of course, this is going to have a font to font size, and this is going to be, I don't know, 20. There we go, 20. Okay, and then the style for the dashboard value is going to be center, and let's make this 18. Of course, we're going to quickly make all of these. There we go. That's nice. So let's just add a comment for here. 4, 5, just to sort of visually separate it for ourselves, because we're going to need it, and time. And of course, this is the game. Okay. Let's make this tiny bit smaller. There we go. And you know, let's make that fit, right? Let's make it fit in there. Let the machines be happy. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, okay. Now that's quite high speed. Oh, it's much smoother on that screen. I won't show how smooth it is on the stream. Oh, I'm so distracted with my game. I didn't see. Hello there, Appo maybe. I saw you in the comments. Yeah? I'm glad you could join this time. This is going to be an endless runner. I have no graphic skills, so right now, I mean, this could be the opposite. You got to get all the balls, but I was thinking I'm making an endless runner, and these black dots are going to be some sort of obstacle we got to avoid, and I'm going to add like coins or something. The theme I was thinking, since that I got a new baby and this whole game is about fitting a game in between the baby crying. Um, the black dot is going to be me running to I don't know, feed the baby. Let's go with that. And there's going to be Legos and poop on the floor and vomit and whatever babies produce. And no, something like that. So right now I'm just drawing black dots and I'm just creating a basic UI. But um, yeah, and I'm just more slowly but surely building the game. Um, yeah, I haven't done any movement yet, so if you're maybe pushing an arrow key or something, it would move your person. Um, it's a 2D. I'm probably just gonna do that. It's not a high tech game. Maybe one day we become 3D or something. But for now, yeah, it's just a little thing. And I think maybe it's time for us to just to get some pictures that are more, you know, more exciting to look at. I think right now we've got spawning things. Let's just remove the padding line because that's annoying to look at. And the lanes, we don't need the lane lines anymore because we are genius coders and we never actually need lane lines. There we go. Okay, I wish you would have some colors. Maybe there's gonna be something. Who knows? I am a graphics designer. So yeah, let's try and find a picture of yeah. Let's do sprites. There we go. Or maybe before we do sprites, let's assume this is going to be amazing. Let's get we got moving to we can look at moving, or we can look at you know, we get hit by a dot so we die. Um, oh, what's more? Let's do moving. Then of course after moving we can get hit by the dots, but not actually die. Should we look at sprites? So let's just do moving. So this game is going to work on a keyboard and a touchscreen. Now, luckily, my laptop has both a keyboard and a touchscreen. So I'm just going to quickly get moving to work. So the way moving can work, I'm going to see if I can add a swipe gesture. Can I add swipe gesture recognizer to this? Let's do a skill can view dot gesture recognizer. Gesture recognizer? Okay. I never actually looked at this type. Oh, it's gone a cropper. Um, we have a command. Oh, a direction. Swipe direction. So would left and right? Is that just going to be a matter of? Okay. Let's assume. Was it a flags? Is the direction of flags? Let me see. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. So if I can just swipe just to recognize that, and I can do direction is equal to left, comma, right, and then I don't know. Let's just do, um, um yeah, on swiped. Okay, let's just put lots of verticals usage. Let's create. Let's create that. And you know, let's. Oh, this is pretty good. So we can do underscore game dot well, anything's public. So I've got the player lane. Where's player lane? Oh, the player has a lane. So let's add a method. Let's not expose any secrets, game secrets. So we can do. Let's just do a public void move player, and then of course we're gonna do. You know what? Let's make an enum just to make me happy. Public enum move direction, and this is going to be none left right. Adding none just to because we got to have a default. Direction, and of course we can do if underscore player dot lane is, well, this is, yeah, if the direction is equal to left, right, I'm moving left, and player lane, I think I can do some cool pattern matching. If lane is greater than 0, then we can do lane minus minus. Then I can do the opposite. Else, if I make right and the lane is smaller than 0, 1, oh, smaller than lane count. Oops. So lane plus plus. And then, to do add a beep sound if we move in a bad way. Okay, so we're moving the player. Let's move this to a new file. I mean, oh my goodness. Did it? I don't think I made errors, and then we gave dot move player. Right, so if we do if e dot direction oh, is equal to left, then we do move player left, else, does IntelliSense do it for us? If no dot, copy the whole lot. Yeah, we could theoretically do a switch on this, right? Can we do a switch? Convert to switch statement. There we go. Is that what I wanted? Yeah, that's fine for now. There we go. So theoretically, if I save this, it should be amazing. Oops, I didn't save everything. I got invalid changes. Okay, maybe I created a file and exploded. I don't know what the. Let's see if there's any build errors. So yeah, let's see. I probably should move the player up a bit. I mean, let's have a quick look at Wikipedia. And let's run. Let's just see what Wikipedia has for this start. Do we have like a template that we should follow? The video game Infinite Runner. There is no pictures. Why do I feel like this is not the right Wikipedia? Is this some sort of fake Wikipedia? Uh, let's just have a look at Endless Runner on the Google. Let's use the personal one because I'm pretty sure the end runner 2D. Suppose they have runners. Vertical. No? I mean, do we let's try Google? Come on, someone. Someone out there must have made a vertical endless runner. I'm pretty sure. There you go. Not quite exactly what I'm looking for. Like this. I wonder if just suppose the sloped top-down perspective mock-ups. So we're making something like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we get lots of colorful work to do. Ours clearly does not look at least anything like what that does. We probably can, maybe we can try for fun, have a two perspective in our 2D. So instead of doing vertical lines, maybe we can rotate the entire canvas on the one of the axes. But for now, This is what we're stuck with. So if I was to swipe, look at that. It's quite intense, that swipe. It's just, if I could swipe, no. Yeah, I broke. My swiping is not good. Left, move left, right, move right. Maybe I did bad. Oh, doesn't swipe. Did I break my computer? I did one swipe. We all saw it. Now the touchscreen is broken. No, my touchscreen still works. Scary. Yeah. Let's just rerun that. Um, it's such a simple maneuver. And I broke the system, so swipe a little bit. There we go. So I go off the edge, like there we go. I went off the edge. How is that even possible? I went too far. Move player. And player lane is greater than 0. Suspicious. Let's retry that and I break the variables somehow. Something. But this is pretty clearly, if you're moving left, just move it one. There we go. So move the direction. Maybe this is firing like a bajillion times. But it should still only be a single moving right. Okay. Just quickly step through that. Oops. Right, and player lane is 0. Right, so player lane is now 1. Here we go. Then we're moving right. Lane is 2. That's again, it's a valid position. And then again, moving right. 3. Oh. Wait. Here we go. And player lane, if it's greater than 1, let's save that. Stop it and start again. I mean, I don't know why that would stop the gesture from working entirely, right? One time it works, 2 times it works, 3 times it breaks left and right. There we go. Somehow it's working now. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I had some dodgy maths. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Advanced game is now hook, 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 hook. Hook. I just killed myself. Okay. Well, that was fun. Right now it's popping. Let's see if we can try and get it to high speed zap to the side rather than, switching instantly, because, that's always cool. Okay, but let's check this in. Let's just open the GitHub desktop because we're going to be using that. Okay, so what did we add? Let's do a quick, can we zoom the, yeah, I love these HTML based applications. We just zoom the whole thing. So we added a move direction. This is a player move direction. The page, we've gone ahead and we added some styles. Let's go with that. And we added a gesture that supports left and right. In our code, when we swipe left and right, we pass it off to the game. And of course, the game then goes and we cleaned up a few things. But yeah, we're drawing the sprites. We remove the temporary stuff. And of course, when we move left and right, over here, we do the movement. Okay. And let's just do some more features. Let's just be cool. We added player movement, remove debugging lines. stabilized the run speed slash moving items. I think that's what we did. And of course, added some styles. Okay, so push that up. If anyone wants to follow along the thing, it's matlibo/live runner. Let me pop this into the chat. If anyone has any issues, just open the issue and we can fix it. We pop this over here in the comment. Hello, future. There we go. You can feel free to open issues, send in a pull request, and we can review the pull request on a stream, or we can talk about an issue, just to pretend we work in a real product. Technically, it is a real product that exists, and but it's clearly not the most amazing yet. So we got movement, we got some sprites. Let's see if we can get movement to be more smooth. So right now it's not smooth is because I have a single variable that I change the lane, and basically it's going to update, and then the next draw cycle it's going to be in that new number, and there's no way for it to be into a sort of an animated state, right? It's either in layer 1 or lane 2, and there's no such thing as going to lane 1. So let's see if we can invent that technology. So the sprite right now has a lane. So let's, instead of using a single value that represents the final state, let's make a quick public class, make all this public so that we can, and we're going to call this value. There we go. And that's going to be value of t. T can be anything. And of course, we can do public t current. C get set. Let's do public t desired. Get set. So for example, if I was to do this, I would do value of int, right? This is the lane. So current is going to be the state. So if I'm in lane 1, right, in the middle lane, current is going to be lane 1 and desired is going to be lane 1. As soon as I move the desired to the new location, then I need to somehow animate current from whatever current is into the desired location. So we're going to do, we obviously need some looping. Maui has some looping. I mean, technically we can use that for now. But let's go with that. Does that, can it be now? Let's C sharp. TV stuff, right? Is there a type parameters? I mean, just check. I mean, null is fine. I mean, T is not up. They're not now. I mean, let's just do that. Now it's fine. Oh, let's do this. Where T, right? We have to do now because let's get rid of those warnings. This one is never going to be null, and this is going to be get. It's never going to be that. To new. So let's make this work. So current is 0, value 0. So the game is obviously going to cry. Player is going to be fine. Location, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, everything else is fine. It's just the game is red. So, and then we're going to do, let's add a, to help us quickly, let's move value into, oh, why is this font so huge? Move type to value.cs. So value is going to also have an implicit converter. Let's see, there we go. Other one, converter from T to value. Let's see, IntelliSense, do it for me. There we go. Okay, there we go. So it makes it much easier for us to do things like that. Lane is not now here. Hmm. So I can come along and there you go. Okay. So I can go ahead and I can set a value. If I ever do that, I override the value. I can also do lane dot desired. No, lane dot desired. I think for now that's correct. I can lane dot desired. I always move desired. I never move current. I draw the current. So if I actually go back to my value, uh, yeah, of course, we have a convert from value to make usage easy. There we go. Boom. Can I do that? No idea. And of course, let's make that T also nullable. I don't know if it's nullable is a good thing to have, but right now it's going to be, there you go. So the trick is we need to, this should now theoretically be working exactly as it was before. We can look at, for example, moving the desired, where we check the player lane, +1, interesting, and how that's working. It's probably, oh, that's probably doing something pretty interesting actually. Oops. So what's actually going to be translating here, this is becoming player lane, creating a new value. So if I go over there, let's quick check, is that a valid state? Under dot there. That's, I don't know, that different. No, okay. Did I accidentally make everything? No, let's skip these converters for now. That's good, beautiful, but I got a feeling it's going to cause a bugs in our minds, because I think so. Lane is okay. We can do new, and let's do this. Right, new lane. Right, let's go quickly over here to lane, and let's add a constructor. Public value t value. Look at that. And if you use the constructor, then we're going to do both current is equal to value and desired value. So if you do like, oh, position is 6 via this, right? This is setting as if it's done, right? You don't think it's randomly animating when we haven't even set up. Like this one is lane +1. Um, just move everything to desired just so that the game runs. Random lane, and we can do x equals new. Yeah, game is moving sprite lane. This has a lane of 0, player, obstacle, value, main page. Okay, so this should run exactly the same. There should be no difference because we made it a fancy object called value, but we're always using the desired value of that. Longer than normal. Okay. If we swipe, there we go. Swiping works again. Let me make the dot not black. The player dot is make him new. Right. That's it. Okay. So I think what we need to do now that we've got it all working exactly the same, we need to update the code to always use current. Then after that, which means we're going to do all bunch of stuff, nothing's going to happen. Right, so I'm swiping left and right. That's because we're updating. If we go back to the game, every time I swipe, I'm updating the desired, and that's fine. But the problem is we are moving the sprite location based on the desired location, right? Which means we're doing exactly the same thing. So let's not worry about the sprite there. Let's do the right. We always also need to draw the sprite. Check the player sprite. We're drawing using location. So our logic needs to change over here. So for example, if I change this, which it should be current, right? Save that. Oh, oh, one direction. Edit to bone out. Just because I hadn't opened the file and it's just like choking. Anyway, we'll be able to test as well. If I swipe it, nothing happening. Oh no, we broke our game. But that's because even though we're moving the desired location, the current location is still in the exact same spot. Now we need to also have, I think we can add, I don't know if we can do it, public virtual void update. And this is going to have a double. Do we want to use double or float? Or should we use like long in milliseconds? Let's update everything to use long. Remember, convert back and forth between doubles. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Computers can handle it these days. Let's do int, and we're going to make that. That's not too bad. Last sprite add, and we're going to do int. Should we do long? Let's just do int. I mean, let's be honest here. The time we're gonna reach the limits of integer, it's probably not in our game. It's probably not, right? So delta time is going to be the number of milliseconds spawn new obstacle, and this is going to be an int delta time. There we go. Everything's now integers. Okay. So we first off want to loop through all the sprites. Then we want to do sprite.update with delta time. Okay. Int delta time. Right, so that's just basically does nothing. However, because this exists over here, we need to do Um, hmm. Let's just do a linear. But also, when you do an animation, you need both how long the animation is going to take, as well as yeah. So how long and where would we put like lane animation times, right? That would be um like would that be in the player? The player would be like either the yeah. You can't do int for lane, right? Because what is half if you go from lane 0 to 1, right? So this would be ugh. So if I'm in lane 0 and move to lane 1, this integer can only have those states. So for like example, this would be um this must be double. Let's see. Current and desired 10 to 20. So if I'm going from lane 0 to lane 1, that's cool. Also need to have, for example, let's say we move the frame 20 seconds. Uh, this needs to be previous actually to this. Previous, right? And let's copy that. So if we're going to move from lane 0 to lane 1, everything will be 0, then move desired to 1, and this is now going to be some sort of floating point integer, which is going to be annoying. Let's just say if I'm looping between an integer, yeah, we can't do integers. We have to do floats because yeah. And then how are we going to track? Let's just say I want this animation to take 1 second to go from lane to lane. So I'm going to get an update frame. Let's just say 20 milliseconds, right? I need to go to my animator and say, hey, I'm going from 0 to 1 and I'm moving 20 milliseconds of the time. And it'll be like, okay, the speed is the total time is this, therefore you need to move this amount. So where would one put that? Would that be like I was thinking I was having this thing like the value has an update method too. Then obviously you would have to set all locations um, as well. Okay, let's this lane only affects player because the sprites don't move. So, well, they could. Let's assume the sprites are going to move. So maybe we need to have a public, what should we do? Int. Let's do int lane switch time. And this will be get set. And we're going to make this be exactly 500, right? So it's take half a second to switch. So when the time is ticking, what did I have for value? I have current and desired. Okay. This is not going to work, right? But let's see. Let's do value t value comma t uh, current. There we go. Value, okay, and current. trying to think. I'm pretty sure I did something like this before. So if I'm moving from one integer to another, I think in that case it was because I was working. So if I do lane 0 to lane 1, I've got two integers, but I don't want to keep that. It makes everything else amazing. But then again, I'm working with current. See, progress. Maybe I should do progress. Let's do double, right? Do 1. And make it float. I used to double for double precision for animations. Okay, so let's go with that for now. um, when the sprite is happening, the lane switch time 500. We have only when progress is 0 do we move the desired into the current, but we still need to, yes. Okay, so let's try that. Not quite what I want. I mean, maybe I'll come up with an idea when I see it. So for example, when the update is firing, we need to, quite tired, so my brain is turned off. Progress. So this is delta time. It's going to be, if I say, okay, I want lane to go there, and it's going to be, what did I say, right? So progress is 1. So then I go from 0 to 1. What do I need to do? Right? I need to set desired to 1. And then the update is going to fire. It's going to say, okay, we've got lane current to lane desired. And we're going to apply a progress to it. Okay. Yeah. So let's just do our lane progress. So if we got, let's just say our delta time, lane switch time, there we go, that's what I wanted to write. So it's integers. One of these should be a double. Let's do this. Let's do double. Right, let's go back to double actually, because time is going to be based on seconds and milliseconds and delta time, current, and of course we're going to divide that by 1, 2, 3, 5,000, new obstacle, and this is going to be double, and of course this new sprite time is equal to 0.3, right? Double. And of course we add a sprite, and of course zeros. Okay, so I think I fixed it. Then double delta time. So I've got, it's going to be 5 seconds. So the double switch time will be 0.5. So if I've come in here and my delta time is going to be, let's just say it took, my frame was half a second. The lane switch time is half a second. So the lane break will be 100%. So we then need to, I think, lane that, right? We're moving the progress. So let's just track that progress. Now when I'm drawing it, I'm going to just we did it right. So we're going to make it pop again, and then we're going to try and do some maths over there, mathematics. Let's see, and say, okay, lane progress. I feel like we need to find a better way to do this, but for now that's what it is. Okay, and I swipe. There we go. We're swiping again. Okay, so when we swipe, update the player location, we need to use, we've got lane dot progress. So what we want, let's just do var to L. So we do current. Is it desired? Take away current as progress plus current. So desired, take away current. Let's just quickly introduce a local or local lane. Right, lane design and lane current times lane dot progress, right? LP. So if I'm going from lane 0 to lane 1, so 1 take 1, it's 1 times progress, if I'm halfway, it's going to be 0.5. This should be a double, right? So then, what am I thinking? My brain is basically off. So if I'm in lane 0, going to lane 1, and I'm halfway, it's 0.5, right? Where you need to plus, so LP, so lane dot, current, plus LP, right? LP, and I'm going to convert that back to int. I need to, and this is why I work on libraries, not UI. Now see, let's see. My goodness, where is my guy? Let's just see. The lane, right? What are our numbers? Our number is 0, desired 0, and progress is 1. Okay. So desired 0 take away 0 is 0 times progress is 0. Right? That's correct. Current is 0 times line width is 0. Take away. Interesting. What was it before? Am I accidentally timesing something? Just undo everything and see. Oh, I don't have to undo anything. I have source control. Just so that I can figure out exactly what I just did there. Here we go. Plus 1. There we go. The current lane plus the percentage lane in some sort of difference in the direction I'm traveling. Yeah, I feel like this type of logic should be inside, and this is well inside the lane value. Let's see. There we go. Okay, popping. Okay, so I don't know why it's working. Let's have a quick look here. 0.5, 0.3 lane progress. Okay, we keep adding it there. Oh, when we change this, okay, lane progress. So when we change the desired time, let's just make this into a full property. When we change the desired, we reset progress, right? And we do desired, and then we do, oops, let's make this, and we do, stop it. And we do here, we do progress is equal to 0, right? When you change the desired location, we reset and we start again. So here we go. Of course, in this case, we want to overwrite the one. We want to start off the value, current progress. Okay, and this one was actually setting multiple times lane progress. Okay, and I think this one, oops, If we ever go full property underscore progress, of course, when we get the progress, but we need some sort of clamping here. I wonder, does math dot clamp? There we go. Value minimum is 0, maximum is 1. There we go. Look at that. Advanced mathematics. So progress can only be 0 to 1. I mean, not no, no. Okay, let's do that for now. Because what happens if you're using a looping that's going to do a bounce? Like, right? You have to go past it. So we can't actually do that. But no. Yes. Looping is not to do with the progress. Looping is going to do, not in the value, we can add a new one. But for example, let's just say we're going to do, I think, loop, our animations. Here we go, dot looping animation extension dot. I'm pretty sure there was. Here we go, loops type. Here we go. Like for example, no, not looping. Well, looping is what we can do between 2 points, but I am not looking for looping. What is that thing called? Loop means to go from one to the other, so I was using it wrong. It's to be, oh my good, let's look at this. Microsoft.maui.animations.loop ticker animation. What is it? That linear and get the name, man. Going, yeah, transition. Let's just look at the Maui code base. I know exactly what to search for. Yeah. Bounce in is one of them. Easing. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew, that was intense. And of course we want to do, move that over here. Current, and let's just do lots of brackets. Okay, and of course progress is going to be handled. Prog is equal to easing dot. We're going to do bounce out. Oh, they're using floats, right? What are they? Double. I don't quite know why IntelliSense is out dot ease. There we go. Okay, so this is totally in the wrong place. We are not doing things the way we really want to, but let's do sign in out, right? Forget what that animation is. Let's see my animation in. Private bounds at the beginning, bounds slowly accelerates, cubic in out, decelerates at the end. Cubic sign in out, spring. Decelerate toward the end. Is it? We'll see what happens when we run it. Seem to not like what we just did. I think hearing the babies, so it's going to be time soon to call it. But we got movement, and that's not working. So let's quickly check to see what player lane is. Desired is 1, progress is 0. I am updating the sprite, okay? Wonder if 1, right? Wait a second. I have to update the player in order to get the player to work. There we go. I've got some. The player. Okay. I think that should be working now. Because obviously we can clean up the fact that there's multiple runnings. Oh, oh, no one's setting current. So after the animation is ticked in, when progress reaches, where is this? When progress reaches 1, right? If progress is equal to greater than or equal to 1, just 2. Then we need to, what do we need to do? We need to set current equal to desired. Yeah. So we've got current, we've got desired, we've got progress. So when we set a new desired value, we reset progress. And then the time is going to be ticking. I think we can probably have an update value over here. Stop. Run it now. Hopefully there are any breakpoints randomly. So, okay, let's see. Look at that. There you go. Now, obviously, all our code is all over the place, but there's no need to fret. I think I want to try that spring obstacle. And spring in. Save that. Oh, move direction. I don't know why it doesn't like that. I have to just restart VS. Complaining about move direction file. I can't handle something like that. Don't give me that. There we go. Okay, look at that. Now we are cool. Maybe. Okay, that's fine for now. We can pick our easing statements. Actually, we need to pick a different one. That's a bit easing. I don't know why I'm focusing so much on the easy for more. Maybe cubic in out. So cubic in out. I think it's that. I like that little bounce. Still was a nice little animation about easing functions. There you go. I think that's better. We care about the beginning movement rather than the end. Okay, there we go. So there's our cool animation. We're zipping around, and that's fun. Now we're going to clean up the animation because we want, yeah, let's clean up that. Put overkill for this one thing, but I probably find we're going to use that somewhere else. But let's clean this up a bit. Um, so where is value? Value here, it does some basic stuff, cleaning it, working with itself. Um, player is going to be update. And where would we want to put the easing function, right? Let's say we've got this easing function. We want to put it somewhere to, yeah, where would we put it? Is that like a global setting? Or is that like, oh no, in our player object, we'll pass an easing function in here. Or maybe the player object, here we go, we have some sort of easing function. But also this whole LP should be as part of player.lane. Yeah, update. And then we're going to do sprite. Sprite is updating the progress, right? This is fine. Lane switch time. And lane easing. There we go. Let's do that. I mean, lane easing, and we're going to make this easing, and of course easing, and we're going to do. I like that one. There we go. Spring out. There we go. Let's just put it there. Okay. Lane. I feel like one day we can combine this all into a single. Like lane has a value, and that'll be switch total time. Should that be there? And then all of this logic can be done in the properties. Let's just do that. I mean, each animated value, put that there. There we go. And then it should be duration, and this will be easy. There we go. And this will be linear, and the duration is going to be half a second for now. But then, of course, when we create a sprite that has a lane, we're going to do easing is equal to easing dot spring out, right? Go. And let's just do duration is equal to, I mean, this point is 0.5. Let's just do that for now. So we're going to also copy that, and we're going to do main dot update, and we're just going to do del balance of time. Let's just move it all into there. So if we ever need to do another animated property, that. Duration, and of course progress. And we can do another quick shortcut. If progress is greater than or equal to 1, then return, right? We don't do any math. Let's minimize all of that. So there we go. And of course, the sprite. That's how we set it up, right? The data time, my game, and this one, we can somehow extract this whole logic into lane, value here, and we're going to do we're going to do current. Let's just do previous. Am I using current somewhere? Where is current? Game. Yeah. Let's just do public t public. I think this is the thing, right? The and let's just get right. Let's just quickly do not name and progress desired current current. Right, so desired take with current plus current plus progress. Now we do using progress with using. There we go. Oof. Need to get some things, and then of course we do final, and we do var return final. Okay, Oops, I've already returned. What is that? Never seen that craziness. Desired, maybe now, of TNT. Hmm. What is let's quickly see. In the add a new interface in here. I number base. I add, I subtract, multiply. I feel like um, looping. What? Here we go. Type. So I should just do looping dot get loop. There we go. Think. That's what I want, right? Dot get loop. We do type of T. I think that's what I want, right? Or lerp, and let's that there. Thank you, Maui, for doing all the hard work for us. Oh, why is that like that? Private read only loop, right? So, and of course, the way the looping works, it's current desired taken with current plus easing. Good. We say that linear is current plus desired current has progress. Progress is going to be our one. So we go over here and we're going to do final. We're going to do looping dot no dot. It's just a method, right? Calculate. Is that what we're doing? That's what we're calling it. Calculate, and we're going to do current, desired, and progress with E. Progress with E. There we go. And of course, um, okay, and then calculate returns something. No. So I got a loop, get a loop. And then of course, how do we do the thing, right? Loop, calculate, right? TQ. Hmm. I mean, I'm not sure why that would be now. Like, is that like you like why is that nullable? Like, oh, I'm not looping every single thing, the whole like why would you have a null loop, right? In the API, we've got current. This one is taking object. Okay, okay, okay. I like nullibles. It's very annoying. So let's just remove that. No nullibles allowed. Boo. There we go. Loop is never null. Calculate. Yeah. Loop is never null. Design is never null. Right? Otherwise, we're going to do throw out of, I'm going to range exception, and what have we got here? Name of, what's this complaining about? Desired. Let's just do that. Desired and do underscore progress. Current. There we go. Progress. Current. We got the, and we got desired. That's never going to be now. Okay, let's just do this. Loop question mark dot calculate. There we go. And this loop delete. There we go. All right. Maybe now here. Why is current maybe now? It's T. Okay, let's just do this. Where T is non now. Not now. Alright. Maybe that. There we go. All the warnings. All the warnings are gone. We can't have null notifications. Okay. Using things that already exist. So progress plus, and then of course this is going to be actually when the progress changed, we can do easing progress, and then we update. Okay, yes, and then of course we're going to rename. This is current. This is going to be previous or initial or previous. All right, and this would be this. This shouldn't be on when progress changes. Changing current, else current, and of course we're going to do the is equal to desired, right? Else we're going to do the is equal to and we're going to do this is a I think I'm doing this right. Get current, and this is going to be oh, broke everything. Okay, progress. We're going from progress from current. Let's do initial. Only initial. See, because you've got a value there. It's going to be what do we call this? Let's call this start. Desired location, the current location, the there's your initial location, whatever, and this is going to be the current. There we go. Oops, I'm trying to do KD. Okay. Should progress be settable? I don't think so. Let's just cancel this. Let's remove the public progress. Let's keep progress as a get here. There we go. We don't need this progress, and this one is going to be initial equal to 1.0, 1. Let's cancel that. Desired let's just undo that. We keep that. That allows us to do some cool stuff. Okay. What is this? Current must contain non-null value in entity constructor. Initial current equal to, wait a second, current is equal to value. Desired. So, will someone set the progress outside of this thing? No. So we can do this private set, right? So when the applications, when the update's happening, we only update progress. When you update the progress, then we update current and initial, right? So you can set this at any time. You can set you cannot set this. You can set desired. So if I am in Sprite, I can set some cool stuff. Update the lane. Okay, cool. Game. So I should be able to replace all of this current. The trick is this is a double. Is that looping? Pretty sure that looping of type T, an integer, that's not what I want, right? Wait a second. Let's get that loop again quickly. Yeah, casting to end, we're going to lose all the animation basically. So we've lost our animation over here. So we've got a progress as a double. We've got two things, a current. Let's just do T current and of course T value. Let's just do that quickly. And I've fingers crossed. Crazy. Int double. Ugh, this is annoying. Um, See, that's what's going to happen, right? If I go quickly to loop, if I'm using double, I have to use double looping. Okay. Convert to double. Okay. I mean, are we going to ever convert between other values like strings? Maybe. Um, did we go too far? Whole problem is solved if we have, you know what, let's avoid the entire problem entirely, right? Entire problem, right? Our problem is that we're going to lose something when we're using int, so we just use double, just use double. Okay, then there we go. And now here, for example, let's desired. We're just going to use current over here, and of course we're going to cast the whole thing. There we go, right? There, current, there with any of this thing. There we go. Okay. I think this is back to it. I mean, I was trying to be clever with the integer and all of that, but let's be real. There's no need for oh, the type is integer and the animations up. Now we're animating between two doubles, and we just draw at an integer sort of snap. I mean, actually, what's this location? We don't have to crop to an integer. We can crop. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, sure, it makes no sense to have lane be 0.5. What is that lane? But if someone wants to type, or if you write the application, or that's the game, to move to that location, that's your problem, right? You. Okay, there we go. All right, so we've spent way too long on value, but let's just do this. Rename that animated value. Okay, animated value. We've got a looping and so new argument exception. Name is value. No. So we've got a read-only loop. Design progress. And progress is updated. We set this now. There is our looping, and of course our easing. We should be using our easing. There we go. And I feel like duration. Am I using duration anywhere? There we go. Duration. All right. Whew, that was intense. Very slow thinking on my part. So there we go. We've got that sort of animated value concept that's going to be nice and help us if we ever decide to make an obstacle move. For example, we've got a bug on the floor, it's going to pop between lanes to try and attack us. or a hard to get sort of double win. Okay, player. Right, so we've got drawing a circle, we've got our sprites that are moving, animated. Now this is nice, now we've got this entirely encapsulated sort of animated object. We're just gonna make sure we keep firing the update. With the location. That's gonna be, where is it on the screen? Alright, this is updated in a game. One location. Okay, it is what it is. And I know we spend too much time solving out the perfect abstraction here and we get no game done. We can close that. Alright, so not using line paint anymore. That can go away. Lane width, right? That's just a temporary hold it. Oh, you know what? Let's recalculate it every time. Right. This is for working out. Where did we have this duration, right? This 0.5 duration. I feel like that needs to be settable with someone, but there. Here we go. Where can I do name dot duration is equal to 0.5, right? There we go. Easy. There we go. And this one, we're just going to do now, right? Because nothing else needs to be there. Okay. Default or looping, no, or easing is linear and output duration is, I'm just do 1 so that we can see it, right? Right, so we've got an animated value. The player is going to set some values on that. This could potentially be set by game obstacles or game settings. The player sprite, you don't need the temporary obstacles because the game is going to automatically do it. Can we do sound playing later? This one is going to be, can I um, get the time? Um, and it's a private double. So tick count, and of course we do some maths. And of course we got that. Let's move this to the end. Okay. Spawn a new obstacle. Then we do calculate sprites, calculate the players, update the player location, update the player sprites. This again, yeah, move the edge or remove it, and of course every second we add a new one. Obviously we're drawing the sprites and we're drawing that. So if we run this, we should now have an animated thing, and it will be basically the same, but it will allow us to much easier add different types of sprites and different types of things. So let's just go with that for now. I don't have too much code. My brain is still on the slow. Let's see. There we go. We're moving out of the way. Don't attack us. I'm hurting my fingers on. Right? Okay. I think it looks like things are dropping down. And that's because our UI looks there. But I think that's where I'm gonna end now. It's been going for a bit. We did some stuff. We got animated value. We created this thing. Our game is gonna basically use the animated value. As you can see, we're using our setting the desired. We never actually set close everything. Let's see. I shouldn't be able to set initial. Like it, do that, right? Can't set current. We can set desired. And we can set the duration. And we can set the evening. We can almost do like this. Protected. No, we can't. Shall we just leave initial? There we go. Okay, right. Let's leave that for now. Let's not overdo it. Our player doesn't do anything crazy. Our sprite is again a simple thing. All just works. Okay. Let's just do this. Oh, no, self-contained mechanism. There we go. So we've got our animating dot. We can obviously add sounds. We can maybe do sprites next time, and or we sort of maybe we can hook up things like, for example, let's just do this for now. A like for example public int lives, and this would be get set 3. We do public time span time elapsed, and of course we had, what was the other one? Public int score. I don't know how it knows this stuff, right? Like, where's it getting these things from? And of course, yeah, time elapsed, right? This is something we can do. Plus equals time spent 5 seconds. Delta time. Let's rename this. Update elapsed time. Okay. And this can be the cool one. And let's just there. All right. Let's just go with that quickly now. And the one final no, this is the thing, right? Could we see if we're updating the time elapsed on every frame tick, by seeing the high speed time, it's going to be absolutely crazy on the UI thread as well. So maybe that's fine. I mean, how another game would do that. There'll be like a timer. This will start and tick, tick, tick. This one needs to update. I mean, I suppose that you've got to, yeah. Lives remaining, remain, cool. Live remaining through it. So let's convert this and let's just do a single this I notify property changed. Do that. Right, where is that gone? There we go, property changed. And let's convert that to a full property. And oops. Well, this we can totally do this using helper method. No, let's just do it. Or let's let's use the community toolkit so that we can community toolkit MVVM source generators. Right, .NET Foundation. This is the right one. Install. We want to do observable object. I believe is what I'm supposed to derive from. I don't want to derive from random ones, right? I want this object to be sort of, I have to check the source generator. It does. I don't want my life. So every time I export this as a cool game thing, I don't want to depend on this when I release my nugget. Oh, it's okay for now. Let's just let's see if IntelliSense. No. There we go. Observable object, a base class object, an average and change. No. There we go. This is the property. I believe I'm supposed to put that. Oh, that, right? I think this, I was supposed to do things. It's got time elapsed. It's a bit confusing because you're not supposed to. Right, so I go here, time elapsed doesn't exist. However, that's, yeah, I think they're supposed to use it. Right, observable object. Ah, oh, needs to be partial. It's going to code generate. So, code generators for the win. So if I was to hit it, time elapsed, can we see what the code generator is? Here we go. It's using our cool thing, firing all the properties, probably overkill, but that's what it is. Okay, so now that we've gotten all smart, instead of over here we create a new game, we can do, let's create a game view model. Right, this is the game page. Public class game new game model, right? This is also going to be object partial class. This is going to have the game, right? And let's just do find context is equal to underscore view model equal to new game view model, right? And this game okay. I'm doing a view model. Just undo all of that nonsense. What am I? Over engineering. We don't even have it. So we do context is equal to underscore the game. Let's just do that. Then in our XAML, we can bind the score. We need the data type. Let's quickly do x data type is equal to game. Local is equal to 5 app game components, and let's just call this game. Oh, that's annoying. And game. Okay. So then I can come over here and say, okay, oops, don't like the way that looks. So binding, and we're going to do, wait, no, yeah, binding dot, and there we go, score. Remaining, and of course, time. Yeah, it's that. So in this particular step, or code change, we've made game be a bindable object or observable object, and then we're using the community toolkit to generate all our code for us, but we're binding that directly to the UI. So our game is now connected to the UI, just like the way we want to. Okay. For example, this could be not an event, for example. This thing could be a command that would then, we can maybe do that. Let's do that. I keep saying, oh, we're going to go offline now, but let's quickly add this one thing. There we go, right? Lives, and there's the time elapsed. Now, obviously, we can do formatting and stuff, and I think I can do that if I was to go to my XAML page. I can do really not quite sure. Wait, wait, no, 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 no. Hours, minutes. I want to check that. Forget what the formatting is. But yeah, there is our time collect thing. Of course, if we hit something, we're going to lose a life. But if every second we get a point, right? Pick, pick, pick. Let's just animate that. Update elapsed time. Okay. Okay. Well, we can maybe split the score up into two properties: time score versus coin score, and we add that up and we can link it all together. But this is fine for now. It's not too crazy. We're doing that, we're moving, we're counting. The frame rate is very smooth. We need to just check that. Of course, we can still wiggle along. Obviously, we're going to have to see if it's actually possible to play this game. Wondering if that easing function needs to duration, yeah? E minus steps 3. Right. Let's restart yes. Okay. Well, let me check this in, and I think that's enough for today. We've got a little wiggly moving man. We've got binding happening. We're checking the scores happening. But yeah, and we've got some UI updates happening. There you go, that's much better. And we can figure out some stuff. All right. Well, I think I have to end there. Baby needs some attention. And let's do this. We do this. Updating UI. Made the game a bindable object. Found the game to the UI and sped up. All right. Well, I think that's what we can fit in today. We've been going for 2.5 hours, which is somewhat long. Let's see where we take it next time. Maybe we can make it look better next time. I think we've got basic functionality working. Not that it's any good, but it works. And now we're going to have to quit here because baby needs some attention. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see what happens next time. All right. Cheerio. Peace out, y'all. Whoops. The blurriness is gone, but that's okay.